Hello Capricorn, and this is your snippet reading from the 12th to the 20th of May 2018. So using my medieval deck for this reading, I'm just going to pop my glasses on here. And I get here something, the energies that I'm pulling in here for Capricorn is actually I get an energy of wanting something different, I feel that you have thought about this, you have contemplated about this, that you know, I think it's time that I kind of moved on to something different here. I also get a sense of wanting to be legitimate in a situation. Legitimacy. Being yourself energy here. So you're a little bit torn. Because you want to legitimize something, which is you being who you are. I feel you feel this is you're torn here in a relationship, and I feel that it seems like you don't want to let go, because there is this sense of loss, but you do have to be kind of true to yourself here. You don't want to let go of this person, but you know, this is pointing out you do have to be true to yourself. You actually do feel and find this person slightly boring. I get an energy for Capricorn that the Capricorn likes something a little bit edgy, okay. Although this Capricorn has kind of followed the rules of this person, has not wanting to make the same mistakes as before, of this kind of wildness. I get a wildness here to your character. So you're torn between being a little bit wild, or maybe a lot wild, and actually going by the book, going by the rules. Going by the rules in kind of what sense? Because if you're going by the rules, you know, of not being nasty, or if you're going by the rules of being loyal to one person and not sleeping around, you know, then what the hell was you doing with this person in the first place? Because I get, if you're leaning more towards this kind of naughty side, then why are you with a person that's has high moralistic values, tries to live by you know, good virtues? It's like two polar opposites, really. I'm kind of wondering, why did you choose that person knowing that they were, you know, had these integrities and virtues and all of it. Now this could be the other way around. It's not necessarily pointing finger at you, Capricorn, but this is what I'm getting for Capricorn. It's the way you live. It's a pattern of yours from many years, and I kind of even hear somebody saying here, yeah, I've got a history I know I've got a history, but I'm going to change that for this person. But it's easier said than done, because you're trying to follow the rules here. It's like some kind of rock star, you know, who's done all the debauchery and the drugs and all of that, trying to toe the line after being like that for so long, you know. Why did you want this upstanding person? Why did you want this person in the first place? If I think that's what you're kind of realizing now. Well, I wanted to be naughty, but I didn't want my partner to be naughty. So, you know, I wanted my partner, somebody I could totally trust, but I didn't want to give up my myself here. So you wanted this good person, this good guy, or this good woman, that you could see that they were a good woman, but you knew deep down that you wasn't, you know. You know, I'm not going to be able to stick with this regime. I kind of, not me personally, but this is what I'm picking up here. I can't stick with this regime. I know that I'm not like this. I know that I'm a filthy pig and and untidy, and I know that I can't stick with this, and that I feel that's totally unfair to the other person. Who why on earth did you choose somebody? Why didn't you just choose somebody who is like you, that has, you know, has loose boundaries? I'm not saying you, it could be Capricorn, it could be somebody around you who's doing this. So I get here that you've tried not to make the same mistakes, and it may even be a second, you know, a second time around here, a reconciliation, but somebody's not changing at all here. You've tried to follow the rules, or the other way around, but you know, somebody gets egged on here, you know, oh, why don't you come with us, we're going to this all night kind of drinking session, and there's this going on and there's this going on, and you've kind of said, well, you know, why not, because I do get the Hermit card, but kind of you may have felt lonely in this relationship because you're not expressing your true self. So it's in reverse. You don't want to let anybody down. You don't want to let this person down, but you're trying to live with this order, and be a best kind of vision of yourself here, and follow this path. But you kind of are, you know, you're tempted to stray because this is just you. It's just who you are, you know, this is who you are. And anyway, this of you feeling starved of this wild side, and you choosing this person who is, you know, who wants a family, who wants loyalty, who wants a family, stable life, you know. This wild side is not conducive to this. So this is causing lots of arguments in this relationship or this situation. And it's you know, it's a clash. And I feel that I get either you or the other person actually resents this other person for being over kind of perfect. You know, nothing's gone wrong in your life. You know, you've gone down the straight and narrow, but they're straight and narrow. You know, this person that's perfect here may be very kind of exciting in their own world. You know, they may travel a lot, they may study a lot, they may think they may find it easy to commit. You know, I'm committed to this, I'm going to be loyal to this, and I want to succeed at this. I'm going to put my head into this and not kind of steer away from this, so I can have a result at the end. So it may not be something that you or whoever here thinks that this is boring. I get one person, you're boring, you know. I get that. I get that this person just doesn't do it for you. They make you feel wayward. They make you feel wayward. They make you feel less of a person. Even again, I have to go back to, why the hell did you choose this person in the first place? If they make you feel, and they don't have to say anything, but just being in their presence makes you feel unworthy, not good enough. Even the way they eat, sit down and have a meal, or even the way they're very orderly and tidy, and so why would that make you feel less of a person? I feel it's like every day this is a reminder how you don't feel good enough for this person, and it's crazy, you know. The way this person does things, they may do it differently from you, and you kind of resent it because that is the way it's supposed to be done. But now you're kind of hating this, how it's supposed to be done. And it's kind of, I get somebody here who's very unconventional. Again, why be with someone who's conventional, or who you know, who you feel is above you? I get some kind of rock god that's, like I said before, that's really feels ashamed of what they've done, and has chosen this, you know, perfect girl or perfect person to be in their life, and it's like, and now they're kind of picking on that person for who they are. You know, it's making the, you know, the person's life a misery, because they, you know, they can't be anything other than themselves. You know, you chose this person for their goodness, so now you're calling that boring. Like I said, it could be the other way around. I don't feel this person can do anything for you without you judging this as like, who the hell do you think you are, Miss Perfect or Mr. Perfect? You know, you always think you're better than me. You're always thinking you know, why did you get a better deal in life than me? You know, just because I had this past here, why do you think you're so up? I don't think they do. I don't feel they do. I just feel it's a matter of, you chose this person, and you know, adored them for this perfection, for this normality, for this stability. But once you got it, you didn't want it, which is crazy. It's craziness. So there is this kind of wanting to be a better version of yourself, and I feel you thought this person could teach you how to be a better person, but it doesn't work like that. Being a better version of yourself and being a better person, it comes from within, you know, it comes from within. And you know, I want to be a better person. I'm going to work on this every day. I don't want to be that person, that old kind of addict. I don't want to be that person anymore. And I feel this is the reason you chose this person, because you felt that they could teach you how to be like this, how they want to live, how they regret that they didn't do this. But this person, because this person cannot teach you to the core how to be, now you're bored of this, you know. You're not going to change because you're not working on yourself. You're not working on who you are to be the best version of yourself, because that takes a lot of work. You're expecting this person to show you how to be a better version of yourself, and it doesn't work like that. So there's this tension here. Okay, it seems like you needed to be rehabilitated, or the other, like I said, it may not be you, it may be the other way around. There's a need to be rehabilitated. So what you did, you put the responsibility into the hands of this person you thought that was leading this clean, law-abiding, high integrity, solid boundaries kind of person. You put that in the hands of that person. They didn't even know this. They just thought that, and there was like, you know, they was like, you're everything that somebody said here, you're everything that I've ever dreamed of, you know, you're perfect for me, I've always dreamt of somebody like you. And as time has gone on, that hasn't changed you, only to the fact of, actually, I don't like you anymore, you're boring. You're not unconventional like me. You don't walk over, you know, you don't have fluid boundaries. You know, you're not in this kind of circle here of mine, which is people who, you know, sit there smoking dope and taking drugs, and here you are stood in the middle of it, Miss Perfect, and you're upset by it because this is shocking to you, and you know, you being shocked by that is really upsetting me, making me feel like scum. So it may be not drugs, it may be something ridiculous like just drinking alcohol or even smoking a cigarette. You know, you make me feel bad for just smoking this cigarette, you know, that kind of a person. And you know, look at the way you're looking at me just because I'm smoking this cigarette. So yeah, okay, I mean, this is really messed up, I could swear there. This is messed up. Somebody thought they could improve themselves by being with somebody or duping somebody into a relationship, and this is like looking in the mirror and saying to yourself, how do I actually deal with people? How do I deal with people in general? Because there is this old way of thinking in how you deal with people, and when you meet somebody who's on that kind of same kind of page, in that same kind of club, if you understand what I mean, it's easy for you to communicate with that person. It's like free communication, you know, and there's no barriers, no boundaries, and it's free, and it's like, yeah, I know what you mean, and oh yeah, and you know. But with this other person, you kind of you don't know what to say to them. It's like you're listening to them, and it's like, oh yeah, you know that we do have to deal with you have to focus on that. You know, we don't want to although you did want this person in the beginning because they would sort out your life for you as you thought, you know, we do have to focus on that. We do need to get that done. We need to make sure that everything's clean and tidy. We need to make sure we've got clean clothes, things are sorted out, and you know, you know, cooking nice meals, having nice, you know, dinners, setting the table and all of this, flowers, nice kind of feminine things around, become boring to you. I mean, why would that be? And then you're more gravitated to this kind of club of yours, whatever this club is, where you feel more comfortable. And they say, well, where's your wife, where's your girlfriend? It's not really working out, we're arguing a lot, and it's difficult, and all of this. If anybody's got, sorry about that, if anybody's got any comments, please put your comments down below here. I get somebody who's very kind of, I wouldn't say unconventional, I would say does not like to stick to the rules. Gets bored if anybody says stick to the rules. It's not exciting, it doesn't give them the adrenaline rush. It's not, it doesn't make them feel alive. You know, just planning the day with the children tomorrow is not what they call, or you call, living, you know. So I do get somebody who's very difficult to deal with, okay. The reason why you're difficult to deal with is because you wanted to change your ways, and I'm repeating myself, I know, but you wanted to change your ways, and you just chose somebody who you wanted to be like, and it doesn't work like that. Because your old self, if you've not dealt with it yourself, the changes, it will just come back up to the surface, your old way. You've not faced that old way, you've not changed it or improved it yourself, you've done no work at all on that. So it's just like riding the back of somebody else, you know, riding the back of somebody and hoping that, you know, it'll all change without any hard work. And you know, now this person is trying to help you, as you thought, you know, this is what you wanted this person to help you, and now they're helping you with their kindness. I think somebody's taking somebody for granted here. Somebody's showing you kindness because they care. Either you or the other way, and somebody is taking it for granted. I've got the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and I do get a lady. I do get the lady. This person may even be pregnant, you know. I do get a sense that this lady was like Miss Perfect, or from a lovely kind of solid family. I get that you, or it could be the other way around, you actually wanted to pull this person into your world and start destroying what this person had, you know, been indoctrinated with, which was good indoctrination of having a clean living, you know, capable of relationships, marriage and families. So there was this like capturing this person into your kind of world, and then kind of saying it was them that was wrong, you're wrong, it's your fault, you're wrong, you came into my world and you're all wrong, although you chose that person because that person was somebody who you could learn from. I could learn from you, and I think I can hear you saying that at the beginning. Actually, I can learn from you, you can teach me, you know, this would be wonderful because I need to improve. You know, I also get somebody, so there's a lot of seduction here too. I need to improve, and you can do that for me. You know, a love of a good woman can change a man, not unless you want to change yourself, okay. So don't expect, and I have to say this to people, don't expect the love of a good woman to change you. You have to put a lot of work into yourself by doing a lot of self-help and self-loving to conquer this. Not use somebody like, you know, the help of a good woman, because that good woman will get abused one day, you know, trying to help you, trying to fix you, trying to sort your life out for you, and you're going to blame that person for everything. Okay, anyway, there is a denial of your true self. This is boring for you. I do get some kind of causing external headaches because of this toxic behaviour. It may be the other person, it may be you. So I do get this. I get also a doctor. So this person may have even been pushed over the edge to go and see a doctor. And this is, you know, this actually has come to bite you. It's come to bite you. I feel this is come back to bite you. The past, your previous bad behaviour, or has come back to bite you because it's not gone away, and you try to transfer it onto somebody else. And this constant need to create chaos, create mess, rebellion towards this person who is quite clean living. And you know, this is revealing who you truly are, and this is very disturbing, I feel, because this kind of chaos, this mess, this cheating or whatever this is not conducive to any relationship. You know, if you're going to keep with this old pattern of behaviour, of crossing the line, you know, feeling comfortable with these people, you know, and then kind of discarding this other person because they're boring. You know, they're just boring. They just want to keep the place tidy, just interested in taking the kids out, you know, which I'm bored of that, you know. And you know, at family holidays I just sit there and it's boring. I just need chaos, I need mess, I need excitement. I don't, you know, I if that's you, what are you doing in this situation? Why are you with this person again? Why did you, is it to prove that you could actually get somebody like that? To prove that you're not like that is bizarre. So you chose somebody to prove to the people around you, actually I'm not like that, I'm ashamed of what I used to be like, I'm like this now. But you haven't changed, because you're still doing it behind this person's damn back, you know, and then blaming it onto this person who is now having you know, headaches, external migraines, yeah, because of your toxic behaviour. Okay, the old way. You're learning that the old way is ruining your life, because you need to have, for a relationship, you need consistency, you need stability, and you need what this person is bringing to you. You know that. For some of you, I think you've gone too far. I think you've really pushed the envelope, and you've kind of shattered this person's dreams, you know, because you just need the chaos, and you can't let this destruction go. Now I've got the card here, follow your heart. What does your heart tell you? If your heart tells you that you're better off in this den full of drugs with these losers, then go for it, you know, go for it, because, you know, you're destroying this person who loves you, who's a good person. And this, like this Jekyll and Hyde person, you're with this, you're with the lady, I don't know, on a picnic or whatever you're doing, and you're sat there bored sick, on your phone texting, maybe texting other women, maybe texting these guys from these debauchery days, you know. So it's ruining this marriage, this relationship, this Jekyll and Hyde, you know. On the one hand, you know, you've got a split personality, Jekyll and Hyde. Like on the one side of this, you want the security, you want this family, you want these babies, and you want this goodness around you. But on the other hand, you know, on the other side of the fence, you want, you know, you feel trapped by it. You feel trapped by it. I just want to run wild for a bit, and I'll come back later. I mean, what sort of a God? I'm not even gonna go on with this, because it's just it is giving me a headache. Actually, this is not me, by the way. This is not my life. I'm all into empathy and love and sharing love, and you know, which is conducive to happy relationships and happy situations. I don't know, I don't even know what to advise here, Capricorn. It's either you or the other person that's doing this, but there's no kind of epiphany of, I don't want to give up that side of me, and I don't want to give up that side of me. So what I'll do, I'll just do it behind that person's back. I'm going to leave it there. God. Any comments, please make a comment. I don't know what to say. If you'd like your own personal reading, please give me an email. My email address is here on the screen. Oh God. Crazy. I don't know. Go back to your debauchery days. That's what I say. Go back to cheating. Your group sex and your kind of open relationships, and stay there. That's what I would say to that guy, and leave me alone. That's what I would say. If you're hooked up and dealing with somebody like this, time to get lost, basically. If this is you, Capricorn, I hope, you know, if this is you, great. Making you happy, go for it, you know. But I don't feel that you can actually use somebody as a vessel to ride the back on, to make everybody else see you as some kind of normal guy. It doesn't work like that. You have to work on you, yourself. And the advice I would give this person, if this is you, is to go and get yourself, firstly, some therapy of why you actually got into that kind of lifestyle. Secondly, I would actually do some self-help, read some books, watch videos on YouTube to actually do some self-help on yourself and improve who you are inside, instead of using people to do that job for you. That's all I can say, because otherwise, if you don't, you're just going to fall back into that lifestyle, and you're never going to have any relationship. You're never going to have any any commitments. You'll just be alone. You'll probably die alone, and you'll have all these people around you that's they won't even come to your funeral, because they'll be so doped up on drugs and alcohol and all of that. And your family that's close to you will have given up on you, thinking, well, you had a really nice girl there, what happened? Or you had a really nice guy there, what happened? And those people will give up on you and say, we can't help you, we've tried to help you, but you'll never change. You won't change, you'll never change. So that's what I've got here. I reckon for this time frame, this is screaming out to somebody to sort out themselves inside, once and for all, you know. Okay, I'll leave it there. Okay, bye for now, bye bye.